Lost the signal, but I found a way. Call me alive, alive today. Hot sun, top down in the fast lane, 1009. More miles to go, but I'm making good time. I learn each turn, I'm just guessing, but I feel total control. Now my hands on the wheel. Lost the signal, but I found the way. No phone, alone on the highway. Lost the signal, but I found the way. Call me alive, alive today. Signal. Found my way. Lost the signal. Lost the signal.
Hey people! Let me turn that music down a little bit. MSX Droid, you are on time. Actually, I'm too early, so how's that? Maybe I can make up for... Was I too late at some point? I don't know. But, yeah, oh, let me just... There we go. Hey guys! So, I've tried to make... Well, no, I should wait for people to come in, right? Before doing, like, all the talks. Hi there, Quindor. Hi there, Johnny Bergdahl. You are on all the streams I watch. That's really cool. We should play our own music, shouldn't we? That's right. This is a QuinBoxed. So there's 86 people here now. Spam the chat. Music on or off? Let me know. Oh, a live stream that starts early, right? I mean, somebody's got to do it. I was ready, so, you know. Good morning from Australia. Oh, good evening from here. On, music on. Okay. Hey, Bjorn is here. Jeff Hammer, welcome. Some other names. Melvin I recognize. Emil Bart, of course. I don't care. Music or not, I don't mind. Okay, that's fine. Oh, okay, there's one off. There's two offs. Okay. Oh no. There's 4 ons and 2 offs. That's the third off. Watching it live for the first time from Drune and music on. Okay. Let me make a wager. You have prepared just the opposite of Bit Looney. I tried to do at least some preparations. Keep the music playing. On. Don't recognize me, lol. Jacob Alexander, should I recognize you? I don't know. I'm very bad at recognizing people in real life, let alone online, so don't feel it personal. Subquinder may not be following Doc's example and are on time. Yeah, well, I'm not always on time. At least you chat for less time than Dr. Z's. Subquinder. Hey, Marco's here. Nice. Discord. Oh, wait. Should I notify Discord? I guess I should. Announcements. Everyone. And we're live. Thank you for the reminder. Do you want to notify a giant metric ton of people? Yes, please. Nice. 103 people here already. How about a dig quad with SD card to make it work nicely in X-Lights, more like a pixel stick? I've looked at that, and I'm not saying there won't be a board in the future, but I am currently doing some revision work on the Dig Uno and Dig Quad for an upcoming launch, and it will not have an SD card, but it will have some other upgraded stuff. But that's months in advance. I might share some more about that at the end of the stream. I can give you a small teaser because you guys are here early. What's this? Look at that. Okay. That's enough. Like and subscribe. Why isn't that blocked? You can show that. So that was a small teaser. I'll probably show you some more at the end of the stream. Yep, Ethernet. That's right. The first prototypes are working. So that might negate the need for a SD card. Give it to me now! You have to wait. I'm still in the prototyping phase. It's working already. No PoE. Why does everyone want PoE? It's so useless with LEDs. Can we start over? Had to shave. Well, I didn't. Well, I shaved this week. But, yeah. Quindo also for the quad and the Deca, I hope. The analog versions, no. But I keep telling people there's a new analog board coming this year. And, well, who knows? No PoE. Yes. Sharp image. Nice. Thank you. Just share the bill of materials so we can get China parts and order them before well, Christmas this year then. Yes. You can put in a pod camera and record the nice pixels. Oh, PoE, yeah. Have you ever tried to use Ethernet with the Deca? I have not, but I can imagine the pinout is not going to work for that because an ESP32 with Ethernet needs 10 GPIO pins for the Ethernet alone. It's been a hassle, but I got it working, so I'm refining it now. And then we're first coming out with a test run, and that should be actually pretty quickly. No, you guys have me talking about it again. A test run of this. This is a custom ESP32 board. Yeah, okay, this isn't the right camera. Anyway, with an external antenna option. And once that is out and available, I'll work on releasing the Ethernet board, but that needs a bit more time and comes with some restrictions and stuff like that. Let's see, 142 people here already going to watch me unbox packages. It's insane. What has life become? Finally here with the correct name. Ah, okay, I remember. I know who you are. Let's go. Yes, enough PoE power with PoE++. Yes, but then you still need to convert like 52 volts to 5 volt, and you need a heatsink that is bigger than, I don't know, this package. Is this a good heatsink comparison? Because you're going like tenfold drop on the voltage, so it doesn't make sense to me unless you want to keep the board running and have a different power supply there. You maybe switch off with a relay or something like that. But yeah. You're like the ASMR of unboxing. Thank you. I hate being an unboxing channel, but I have been so busy with work has really accelerated and spurred up, and in all the downtime I have, I've been designing boards and working on stuff to get it ready for release. It's been a lot, so that's why I thought, okay, I'm just gonna go sit down. Well, I prepared a little bit, and then we're going to unpack these packages, and that's going to be the video for this week. And I actually skipped the video of last week, and it's just too much right now. There is going to be news about that later this year. Can't say too much about that yet. But yeah, lots of things are happening, even if you don't see videos from me. So yeah. Especially build the new boards for Dr. Z's. Yeah, we're working on that too. He got the Dig Unos in, and well, when you're watching this right now, I think you might be too late already. That's nuts. He like sold out like 1,000 in 24 hours. I don't know what to do anymore, man. We keep making them, but yeah, there's going to be a little gap soon because the next batch will not be ready for a little while because, well, it's Chinese New Year, and we made a batch to kind of stretch over the Chinese New Year. But if they sell out in 24 hours, well, then that's not going to happen. And yeah, so they might be out of stock for a little while. But once they are back in stock, I am planning for some stuff. But more about that in a separate video. This is just, you know, 1,000. Yeah, we made 1,000 for Dr. Z's alone. 24 hours gone. I mean, I don't know what to do anymore. I keep whip cracking those Chinese. They really do great work, but there's like a maximum they can do even. So yeah, Chinese New Year takes 2 weeks. Yeah, but the country is kind of dysregulated or interrupted for 2 to 4 weeks really. But of course there's COVID over there too, so they might have traveling restrictions, and I'm not sure what's going on yet. And yeah, as I said, I'm working on some stuff too. So I've got schematics written on my Pulp Fiction poster, like Sam in Transformers from what? Ooh, okay. Stop dropping the carrot. Just give us the info. It's just slightly too soon for that. So not yet. I'll tease more at the end of the video. But yeah. Yes, well, that is one of the things I want to do, Jacob. I kind of never intended for this DIY board, which I designed to be made by humans, to, well, sell this much. I kind of went into production with them like, hey, maybe some people would like to have them pre-assembled instead of having to solder them themselves. But they were designed specifically to be made by humans and not made by machines. So that makes production of them relatively expensive and relatively slow because, well, humans have to do it and not machines. Now, the pre-assembled version has some slight changes to make it a bit easier for machines, but still, it's not ideal. And, well, Dr. Z's and I, and we've been working on some plans for that, so more to come in the future for sure. Yes, Dig Quads are still coming, yes, and I believe the worldwide store still has stock. But there's not a lot, and it's going quickly. So, if you want one, I keep saying this, but it keeps being true. Yeah, maybe get it sooner than later. So, yeah. Most of the packages I got lately took 10 days to arrive from China. Amazing. Oh, that is good. So, this was supposed to be a QuinBoxed. Let's start the packaging, because otherwise I'll sit here for hours again. I'll probably sit here for hours anyway, because I have no time limit on live streams, it seems. And let's take a look at some packages. So, let me turn on the top cam, because I wanted the battery to be ultra fresh. And let's go to here, I think. Yes. Which, that's my hit. Okay. This is focused. Yes, it is. Okay. So, just got 4 dig quad last week. Love them. Awesome. Okay. I'm going to try and pay attention to the chat, but this is new for me too, because I want to do a sort of live guess the price. And then I'll also share the link in the description, or at least at the end of the video, maybe during the video at some point in the chat, but not sure yet. The tool, the legend. Okay. Well, let's look at this package first, because wait, something is wrong. Yes, there we go. Let's look at this package first, because, well, that microphone in front of the camera. Yes. Oh, wait. I can just do this. Ha 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 ha. Problem fixed. Well, it says, for more information, call this number. I don't know why you would ever do that. But, yes, the description is also very descriptive. It says long number. Okay. Let's see what is in here, because I actually don't know. I think it's something to do with batteries, so we should be kind of careful. Kind of. I don't know. It's a power bank. Ah, it's too light for a power bank, I think. Wow, this tape is, like, amazing. Amazing Chinesium tape. Hello, Mr. Quindor. Hello, Stubbs Christmas. What's this? Oh, I know. I know what this is. These are some things I wanted to try. And these are... Let's see, I have to sort my trash a little bit. These are USB, wow, they really folded them in there. USB rechargeable batteries. And they come with a little cable. Oh, I can unpack it, I guess. Oh, it's one of those darn blisters. You can never get it open or closed or... Yes, the tearing tool. It's supposed to be a safe unboxing tool. My girlfriend's actually forced to use them at their work, so we got one too. But these are 4... And this is plastic, and this is... 4 AAA batteries, and I think there's AA's in here too. Because, oh, I didn't show you guys. But there's like this giant pile of boxes. Anyway... I've got them also. They are great. Lithium ion 1.5 volts. Yeah, that's what I was hoping, that they wouldn't be the 1.2 or 1.3 volts of normal rechargeables. And guessing 9.99. Okay, well, we'll look it up. And it comes with this little cable, which has 4 micro USB outputs. I'm not sure how I feel about this. How can you not unpack them? Yeah, well... As they get more and more, it becomes harder and harder. So, okay, let me leave them on the screen. So what I'm going to try and do is, oh, I need to click here, is try and find them in my order history. Search. Yeah, I got them. Okay. Bear with me here. Okay. And then I need to go to this browser and I need to hit this screen. There we go. And then I do this. And let's paste that link in the chat. There we go. Okay. And I had the AAA 4 pieces with USB cable. Oh, wow. That's a lot more expensive than I paid for it, I think, because this is $22 plus $12 shipping. That's like a lot. Let's see what I paid. I paid 18 euros in total, so let's say like $20. So yeah, usually rechargeables are 1.2 volt. Oh, I need to... Oh man, this is a lot to manage, but okay. So, yeah. I don't know why they got so expensive. I definitely buy them from a different seller, but basically you can plug them in to a normal USB charger. Joe Tibet, thank you for the £2. I think it's pounds. Yeah, thank you for the £2 donation. That's awesome. So yeah, batteries, but maybe you get them from a different seller because this one seems to have gone up a lot in price. I mean, here this says 780. Let's see. Yeah, this is better. But if you use the link I posted in the chat and then go to a different seller, that should still count for the affiliate stuff if you want to help me out. You don't have to, but that's very much appreciated. I mean, I love donations, don't get me wrong, but using the affiliate links is even better because it doesn't cost you money and I still get some. So, hey, let me do there. Yeah. Okay, let's put this away. I don't know where to put it all. My desk isn't going to be big enough again. Okay. Let's move on to this camera here. So this is going to be a bit slower QuinBoxed, but I'm going to try and... oh, no. The scissors don't want to go back in. Okay. Do I want to note down? I kind of do. I don't know actually what time we're at. Okay. Batteries. There we go. Okay. I have to figure out a good format here. Tech Turtle, just for the fun of it. Thank you very much. That is really appreciated. $2. Nice. You can't charge 4 times 1.5 volt battery at once. No, I don't know how they do it. Ah, okay. Same link is 19 euros free shipping, Quinder, if you do euros. Okay, sure. Okay, let's see. LCD modules. Well, I think these are the same as I've already unboxed in the previous episode. So let's go through this one quickly. Because if you watch more often, as I say, I generally order the same thing from a few suppliers at the same time because, well, they don't arrive at the same time and, you know. Yeah, so these are SPI based OLED screens, I believe 128 by 64 pixels, and I'm going to be using them in an upcoming project, one I recently mentioned in this stream. It's the analog dimmer. I want to do some different stuff with that. So that's cool. I'm not going to provide a link for this one because, well, it's in the previous episode also. And if we're going to link everything, that's going to take a long time, especially if there's like tiny packages like this, which say nothing. Okay, and I think I can even use my. No, I need my tool. Okay. Oh, okay, nice. If you remember the microscope live stream where we took a look at an Eakins microscope, and we couldn't get the eyepieces and the camera in focus at the same time. Well, these are little 5mm. Does that work? No, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Not good at that. These are little 5mm adapter rings, and yeah. That should fix the camera issue on the microscope. We will see about that at some other point. Yeah, I'm not going to link that one either. DDC power. I'm going to leave this one for later. Oh, this is a heavy one. And now my camera is not in focus. There we go. I have a bit of a... Before someone says it, I'll say it myself. I have a bit of winter rash. I'm sorry about that. Can't really help it. I need an analog dimmer. You'll get there. Let's see here. Battery. More batteries. Okay. Interesting. I think I've been waiting on these. No, again, it's not a power bank. Ooh, nicely individually packaged. Is the top cam a little bit blown out, or is it okay? Wow, these are like... Stream quality is amazing, despite my poor Wi-Fi quality. Okay, so these are LiitoKala, LiitoKala, it's 2 I's, Kala, okay, 2560As, 5100 milliampere, and these should be either unprotected or they're protected with a very high amperage, because I want to use them in some flashlights I have, and there they can draw like 10 amps or more. So a bit too white on the cam. Yeah, okay, I'll turn that down in a second. So that's what these batteries are for. I really like their packaging, and I got 4 of them. So let's look this one up. There we go. And their brand is pretty good if you need some 18650 or 2560. I called it a few minutes ago in the first pack. It's actually LiitoKala battery. Yeah, that's right. I don't think I saw your comment, but I believe you. Okay, so this is batteries, and I got 4 pieces. Yeah, so battery for flashlight, 20 amps. So it can deliver up to 20 amps, and that's important because some batteries can only deliver like 3, 4, 5 amps, and then if you have a high power flashlight, that's not going to be enough. Oh wait, I need to turn on the scene. Sorry about that. Yeah. So I got 4, 1354, and then there was 1474 shipping. I paid $10.25 in total, so prices really fluctuate, it seems. And well, I've had these before, and well, they're pretty good, especially if you get the right variant. So yeah, big boy batteries, that's right. Okay, I don't know if there's more batteries in here. I'm gonna unpack something that has been I need to switch back. There we go. I need to get a Stream Deck at some point. Oh wait, I was gonna change this. There we go. That should be a bit better. I don't want to make it too dark, because then you don't see the details. I think this is finally the cable, and it's been here for a while probably, that will hook up to that one and make it permanently powered. So no more time limit, even less of a time limit on the live streams. The shipping prices you see are for shipping to the USA. Ah, yes, because the browser I'm using isn't logged into my Aliexpress account, so that could be one. Interesting. That's a good remark. So let's see what's in it. Yes, finally. These are 2 cables from UGreen, and they are USB 2 extension cables. And I think I got 2 different sizes. Yeah, this is 2 meters. Oh, this is also 2 meters. Oh, I can extend them if needed, I guess. So 2 USB extension cables, because that's what I need for the adapter for that guy. And, well, I'm going to test at some point if that works out. Should. Do you want a link to UGreen cables? We can look that up. Let's see here. UGreen. There they are. And let me make a little link. You can actually select between USB 2, USB 3, and what you're going to use them for. So. I also got a UGreen package today. Yeah, they make decent stuff, Enrique. I mean, it's Chinese, but as long as you buy a branded Chinese name, mostly it's good stuff. So this was 2 meters of USB 2, and they also make USB 3. But I got USB 2 because USB 3 has more cables inside of it, and I basically just need it for power. And well, it's dirt cheap. I mean, free shipping for 89 cents, 2 meters USB extension cable. I mean, come on. And generally I say don't trust something if it's too cheap, but I use a lot of UGreen cables, even here and for my power testing using my USB testing setup and stuff like that. And UGreen is, well, just generally just good. So, yeah. Okay, let's move back and, oh, I think this is more of what we've been seeing the past episodes. Yes. What's up, Quinn Dog? Hey, Andy Shin. Oh no, what happened? Okay. More double-sided sticky tape, and this is basically the same type of tape you've seen before with the red stuff I showed in a previous episode. Yeah, I'm not going to link this, but this is, they call it Nano tape, and you're supposed to be able to stick it down and remove it again. But it's just really good tape if you, at some point, might want to remove it again. So, this tape is so good, yeah. Definitely got an RCA to aux cable for Chromecast audio today. Good stuff indeed. UGreen and Basus. Yeah, Basus is also great. Oh, by the way, I got me 3 Unos on the way. Yeah, you probably bought up some stock from Dr. Z's, huh? Okay, is this camera still in focus? There we go. Okay. So, not going to link that one. Let's do another one I'm not going to link. Let's see here. Oh. This one says antenna cable, and it's probably for some testing with, oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. They did it to me again. It was a package inside of a package, so you'll have to bear with me for a little bit. Because, well, I need to apply the masking tape. They keep doing this to me. I can't do QuinBoxed with, like, my address fully showing like I've done a dozen times now. Let's pretend that never happened. Philip, welcome all to the Quindor shopping channel. Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just like the content I can make without, you know, having to spend weeks on making a video. It's better than nothing, right? I hope. Thank you, Philip. Okay, so there was 2 packages inside of that single package. They do that sometimes, and it screws over my methods. But let's see what's inside. Yes, okay. These are 2... He stole it from me from Discord. It's okay. 2 wireless antennas with 2 pigtails. Okay. And these, trying to be a bit careful. See what's in here. Oh, no. Where's my affiliate for that joke? Okay, okay, they shipped them with them attached. And these are some more antennas. So, as you could see, as I was teasing earlier, I have made a custom ESP32 board, which will go on the Dig Uno and the Dig Quad, which has, well, an external antenna connector. And I had some antennas, and these, well, yeah, these look the same. So these antennas are, I learned this from one of my friends. She says, you should always put your hand behind something, you know, so the camera will focus on it. But all my cameras are in manual focus. But still, it helps with the contrast too. And I also got some big boy antennas to, you know, see what the range difference is and stuff like that. And as I said, currently they are being produced. There's a first batch of 100, and we'll be selling them on the worldwide store and on the Dr. Z store. I think 50 each, something like that. So this will be a first beta test batch, basically. I think everything's fine. In my testing, everything's fine. But before I make like 1,000 of them, yeah, let's test that out in the wild. So people who are interested can become like a beta tester. And not like Microsoft, like where they don't tell you you are. I'm telling you you are, but you know, it's your own choice. So yeah, no need for a link for those. Got those antennas, and the difference is minimal. Oh, okay. This camera doesn't want to stay in focus, but we'll see. Send me one, I'll test it. Yeah, well, they'll be available soon. LED strip. Kind of unfocused LED strip. Come on, camera, you can do better. There we go. Let's see. I don't remember what I ordered, actually. There's 2 in here. Oh, I remember now. Okay. These are from GreesLEDs. Or is it, yeah, Grease LEDs, I don't know, October and September, okay. But these are some of their 24 volt analog CRI 95 strips. So this one is 2700K, and this one is 3000K. And, well, I've tested these before, but I regularly retest stuff I have listed on my website to make sure it's still okay. And this, I believe, is a slightly different variant, so I thought, okay, let's get 2 strips. Whoa. I guess I can link to my QuinLED page for that. So these are analog LED strips, and then I go to the high quality warm white, and then the good section, because these are this is the good stuff, not the premium stuff. And the one that is highlighted here, so there's the yellow highlight letters, that is the strip I just showed you. Okay, yeah, I guess I could show. No, it's not in Chrome. Okay. Anyway, I posted the link in the chat. Okay. Let's see what the chat is saying. Do you have intermittent latency problems or even drop packets with the Wemos boards? Well, I have 5 access points in and around my house, so I rarely or ever have any wireless issues with them. But I know there's a lot of people out there who also want to use them outside and further away, and who have different wireless situations where a higher power, better antenna does help. And now that I've designed my custom ESP32 board to replace the Wemos boards, which we're having a lot of problems with, because, well, this is a bit of inside information. We've resorted to testing all boards that are going out, next to flashing them and stuff and testing them like that, but actually testing all functionality, because of the last Wemos Mini 32 batch we had, about 20 to 25% failed. So I've been having some people in my troubleshooting chat who've had failed boards. We'll replace those, don't worry. And right now, that's why shipments are also delayed a little bit. We're testing everything that goes out, and about 25% is going back to the supplier of those Mini 32 boards. So I can't wait personally for my my custom ESP32 boards to become the standard, because, well, I can for sure deliver better quality than that, I hope. So yeah, that's what we're dealing with. The prices are staying the same for now. I mean, I'm covering all the costs of having every board checked manually. But yeah, that's the deal right now. So let's hope we can move to those custom ESP32 soon. Okay. Oh yes, this is a very good. Oh, stationary. No clue. Goods not fulfilling conditions. No, I don't care. That's why I ordered it in China. Well, we'll look at the ESP more later. Ah, okay, yeah. So we had the AAA version before, and these. Oh, okay, I got the cable again, and this is the AA version. So same batteries. Creative solution to substitute for wow. Creative solution to substitute for standard battery. I'm not sure I'd use that as my slogan. Okay, that's fine. I'm not going to link those because, well, I linked the other ones before, so you can use that link. And once the stream is done, if you're watching this on replay, I will go back and add all the links and the timestamp in the description this time. So, what's the best board to manage those analog LED lights with dimmer, and for lights with WW and CW, so warm white and cold white? Creative solution to substitute real English. Yes, that is absolutely true. So currently there is the QuinLED Quad and the QuinLED Deca for analog controllers. Those are DIY only, but as I said, more news in the future. Yeah, I don't know what Mokuai is. Well, I don't know. We'll see. That's something I shouldn't have shown on stream. Ah, yes. Okay. So while I'm developing my own custom ESP32 Ethernet solution, well, it's always good to look at competitors. Or, I don't know, I'm not sure I'd say they're competitors. I mean, it's a different type of board. Are you a competitor then? Let me rip this bag open because this isn't working. Ah! This is a stronger bag than I imagined. Okay. This is a board that came on the market recently, which is stuck in this. Oh, okay. There's pin headers on here. Damn it. Okay. That's not a way to ship these. Anyway, why would you put the pin headers on that side? Oh, I guess it's not made to be plugged into something. So you can just plug things on top instead of plugging the board into something. Okay. So this is an ESP32, which also has Ethernet on board. And I thought, well, let's take a look at how they did it. But then I managed to finish my own version before I got these. So that's okay. Yeah, but it's always interesting to see how other people do things and how they laid out their boards and things they took into account, stuff like that. So I got 2 of those ESP32s with Ethernet. These are actually pretty cheap. They're like $7 or $8 because they do not have a USB port, as you can see. So you cannot power them by USB. You cannot program them by USB. You need a special USB to serial programmer, and you need to use the right pins to power it up and stuff like that. So that is a way to do it. They're called the WT32 ETH01. Oh, version 1.2. Okay. But that's a way to do it, but not the way I would do it, as, well, is obvious by now. I'm not going to link those because I'm petty, you know. Do you use the original ESP32 or the new ESP32 version 2? There is no ESP32 version 2. There's like the S2 and the C3 and stuff like that, but those are all different. They also do not run the same code as long as not all libraries for the Arduino IDE and stuff like that is available. So for instance, an Arduino S2 or an Arduino C3 will not run WLED. So it's not a version 2 of the ESP32. The ESP32 is still their biggest and baddest board, basically, or module, or SoC, or whatever you want to call it. They're just different. Mine is not PoE, no, of course not. You knew that. People are now just asking to toy with me. That's what I think. Ah, speaking of LAN, yeah, well, you're not going to be able to see this. These are actually the LAN ICs I use on my custom module. I'll show you more of the custom module at the end of the video, okay? Don't worry. We're doing QuinBoxed 4. Not going to link those two. Connectors. ESP32 if Ethernet and PoE would be nice. Yes, but not for LEDs. And that is my main focus right now. There are already ESP32 boards with PoE out there. From Aliexpress, for instance. Aliexpress, Odimax, or whatever. Makes very nice boards. So make sure, if you want an ESP32 with PoE right now, you can get it from them. But please do remember, you will not be able to run more than maybe 10 LEDs off of that, if that. So, yeah. Really excited to check out the C3 RISC-V based CPU. Absolutely. I love what they're doing, but people do need to remember that these are not suddenly universally compatible. So, yeah. It'll take, well, a while before the same software will run on there, and then it's still optimizations that need to be done, stuff like that. More antenna stuff. And in this case, it goes from the onboard connectors to, well, a bigger external connector so I can connect different types of antennas. Again, to do some testing with. I'm not going to link those. Wireless network card. I don't think I ordered a wireless network card. No, it's not in focus. There we go. I don't know. We'll see. Chat has gone really quiet. Is somebody still there? Are you already done with watching me unpack these things? Yes. Yes. This is not a wireless network card. This is a out of focus camera. I'm going to put you back to the out of focus mode if you do not cooperate. 2.5 gig, 5 gig, and 10 gigabit PCI Express ×4, I believe. Networking adapter, because I have a 3-node Proxmox cluster here, and they are all... Oh, I am here. Hey, Johnny. Okay, good. They are all linked together using 10 gigabit, and well, suddenly one of the nodes was down, and it had an Intel X540 T1 in there, so pretty beefy network card, I'd say. But it died. I'm not sure what happened. And there was an appropriate amount of cooling on it, so yeah. I was talking too much before, being quiet now. That's okay. You're making us drool on your new boards. Well, if you guys stick around long enough, we'll take a better look at them, I promise. Okay? How's that? I do want to get through the unboxings. Okay, let me open this one and see what it is, because I was looking around for a replacement NIC, and I looked at Intel's again, and I heard wireless network card. Yeah, well, this is definitely not wireless, unless they make 10 gigabit wireless. And this one was actually pretty cheap, or relatively cheap, and it does the 2.5, 5, and 10 gigabit, and from the looks of it, it comes with a pretty decent looking heatsink. Oh, these, oh, cool. Okay, I like that. They ship the low profile bracket and the high profile bracket at the same time. That is so good. I wish more manufacturers would do that. Oh, wow. Okay. They actually ship you the screw in case you lost yours in your case or whatever. That's cool. Oh, okay. Well, something they can stop with is shipping these little coasters. Who the hell has a CD-ROM drive? Or DVD or whatever it is? I don't. Come on, save those 5 cents, please. Damn it, there's go early bedtime. Okay. So, yeah, a 10 gigabit network card with a decent size heatsink on there. Again, the black, it's a bit too black. The white's too white. Need to work on those settings. ComFast 2.5, 5, 10 gigabits PCI Express. Oh, my serial number. Oh, well. There's still some flux residue there. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, so it's an Aquantia 10 gigabit chip. And as I said, it's actually pretty cheap. And I like the form factor. Let me look up the listing. I like the music. Yes, there we go. Let's go to the Chrome scene. So, oh, we didn't do any price predictions. Ah, what do you mean this item is no longer available? It's right here. Oh, maybe it's not. Okay. Well, then I'll just go to a different shop. There we go. Is this item available? Yes, it is. Let me get you a link. There we go. So, 10 gigabit network card, and it also does 2.5 and 5 gigabit. Uses the Aquantia chipset, And I already have one of these cards in a slightly different form factor, and that's why I looked for one with a bigger heatsink. And they do work perfectly well in Linux, and especially Proxmox, which I use it on. So if you're looking for a 2.5, 5, or to 10 gigabit network card, which isn't too expensive, does 10 gigabit perfectly well. I might do a review on this one, but I think I did a review on my previous Quantia NIC also. But I can verify that Quantia stuff works perfectly well. Ah, Pi-hole keeps blocking those links. It's also protecting my wallet. Yes, it is. Oh, yeah, for some reason Pi-hole blocks affiliate links, because I don't think that's like spam, because generally it's, you know, you don't have to click them, or either you asked for the link, but I guess opinions differ. But yeah, the V2 has a bigger heatsink, and include the low profile bracket. I like it. I like it. It looks great. And for like $70, that's a really good deal for a 10 gigabit NIC. So if you're looking to maybe upgrade your server, or upgrade your desktop and your NAS or something like that, these could be a really good deal. And yeah. Does it have an SFP Plus version? No, these are especially meant for copper 10 gigabit with the RJ45 standard, so no. But if you're looking for SFP Plus, look for a Mellanox card on eBay, for instance, or stuff like that. And Pi-hole might block for trackers or something. Yeah, okay. Cool. Okay. Well, now we've moved on to bigger stuff. Oh, that's not the right one. There we go. So now we only have this DHL bag remaining. And then we have this big box. And then some big boxes here. So let's look at the DHL bag, because that one I bought. Why did I buy this? I bought this out of love. Or, no, okay, love is a bit much. I bought this out of appreciation. So a while back there was the State of the Union, or I'm not sure how they call it this year, from Home Assistant, and they actually introduced some new hardware to run Home Assistant on. Now I have Home Assistant running in a VM on a Proxmox cluster and stuff like that. There's going to be a lot more about that in this year. Mark my words. Yes, Korean. Aithami aspas. Oh God, sorry. Aithami espantoso Lewis. You guessed it. This is a Home Assistant Blue. And if you watch Dr. Z's, you should know by now what a Home Assistant Blue is. I need to make sure the paper isn't on the screen. There we go. Yeah, that's fine. Odroid. Do it yourself. Just say Lewis. Thank you very much. That's a lot easier. Okay. It's an Odroid N2. And it should be... Okay, so we have a power adapter. Oh, I was interested. 12 volt, 2 amps, 24 watts. Okay, that's reasonable. And then we have the EU plug to go with that. And this should be the Odroid N2, together with 128 gigabytes of eMMC flash in the fancy Home Assistant Blue case. So it has wired Ethernet, HDMI out. It's basically a Raspberry Pi competitor, but it's a bit faster. It has much better storage than using an SD card, because it has the eMMC memory. And yeah, I'm not planning to run my production Home Assistant on this thing, but I basically got it because I love the concept, and wow, this is a well-produced case. Damn. Okay, I can now see why Frank and Paulus were so ecstatic about the case and the chrome finish and the retro look. That looks awesome. Feels really good too. And the design of the board is good, because it has this giant heatsink on the back, which you have to buy separately with a Pi and stuff like that. It quickly becomes expensive. So if you're looking for a standalone solution to run Home Assistant on, yeah, give this thing a look, because I think it's awesome. The package is really nice. And, well, if you want to run Home Assistant and you want something supported, well, this is it. But, as I said, I'm not going to be running my production Home Assistant on this. I actually have a series planned, which I've teased a while before. And who knows the series I called HAHA and what that stands for? Does anyone know in the chat? Apparently the backplate is so thick that a Combi 2 doesn't properly connect. Yeah, I believe you need to use a USB extension cable. I just showed you one from 89 cents for 2 meters, so you can place it better. But does anyone remember HAHA, a series I'm going to do this year? Or actually am going to do this year? I know. Yes, high available fail. Oh, hey, wow, people do watch my videos. Nice. High available Home Assistant or Home Assistant High Available. So I've been preparing that series for the last month, and I've been getting hardware in for it and stuff like that. And we'll be looking at the solution I think is the best way to run your Home Assistant highly available. Because if your home is a little bit like my home, everything in your home runs on Home Assistant. And while I appreciate these kind of boxes, and I think these are very good for people to get started with, I think if you've already gotten started and most of your stuff is now running on Home Assistant, well, that then has become a single point of failure. So we should do something about that. And that's exactly what I've been designing, or looking into, or I want to make a series about. So this year will be where we look at high available Home Assistant, and I'll make it a complete tutorial series where I go over the hardware and the design of the setup and why I chose certain things, and then we'll do tutorial videos of installing it and then setting it up and making it all work and function. But I wanted the blue just to show my support, and although, well, I don't understand why they don't have a deal where they make any profit on the amount of blue sold. They shouldn't have done that. Maybe like $10 for Home Assistant, but okay, sure, whatever. I really just wanted to have one for, I don't know, to have it in my collection. Is that allowed? I don't know, but you know, I wanted one. So as soon as I saw they were available, I was like, let's get that. And if you're looking for videos on the Home Assistant Blue, check out Dr. Z's channel. He did a whole series of installing the thing and testing it and stuff like that. So, oh, I was wondering, last time during the stream, people couldn't highlight me. If you do so right now, at Intermit.Tech, do I see that message? Just put a number in there or something, and I'll see if I see the number. Yeah, it's about $150. That's right. Thank you, pal. I use Kubernetes for my HA, so if it dies, a new pod starts. Yeah, well, that's a very good way to do it. $4848. Okay, well, Pjol was first. You don't win any prize, but at least I can see your highlights. So I'm not sure what was wrong in the previous stream, but this works. Okay. What should we do first? Yes, let's look at these. Does not work. Pjol's worked. I got an orange highlight and everything. Or on my screen. You don't see it on the chat on the screen. No stickers? What do you mean stickers? Whoa, mine didn't show up. So, what is broken there? Are you doing the at and then intermit and then tab completing it? I mean, I was before Pjol. Did you pay import taxes? I think I did. I think in total I was in for about 200 euros. Still, I think it's worth it to run a piece of kit that doesn't make any noise, is faster than a Pi, has the storage included. Yeah, but It varies from person to person. Yeah, $150 would have been a yes, but that made me not buy it. Okay, I can understand that. Huh. Okay. I don't know why that is. Yeah, I know you know, Johnny. That's very weird. I'll have to look into that. Not right now, but yeah, we're trying to highlight me IMAX and trying to figure out why it doesn't work. Can you highlight Quindor? Although Quindor isn't in the chat, I guess. Didn't work twice. Have sent and okay, and he sent some Dutch stuff. Huh. Okay, well, people, I'm sorry if I do not respond to your highlight. That's because I literally did not see it. Can the blue act as a fallback device if my Proxmox VM crashes? Yes, in theory, Barry, because you can just export the config and import. But I don't think that is the setup I would build myself. I have some different stuff in mind for making actually HA. At Quindor, yeah, well, okay. So, yeah, but of course Quindor isn't in the chat, right? So, finally received the solder paste and soldered the Dig Uno with the hot air you tested. Cool, Tiska. How did it go? Does work when you send super chat. You should send super chat if you want your message to be read. Oh, that's going a bit far, Lewis. I mean, oh wow, now it ignored mine. What is going on? I had HA running on Proxmox. Stupid me. Remove the VM. Did you make a backup? HA and DR are not the same. That is true. Absolutely. We're also going to do a video about DR. Actually, we're going to do that before HA. But there was already a live stream about that. HA with block replication, something like that. Maybe some spam filter blocking it. Yeah, but I have no clue what. Okay, I'm going to move on from that. I'm sorry if I do not see your highlights. What would be in this box? This box has a typical shape for a certain type of product. Because I know what's in here. And, well, it's the start of a new year. And that is generally the period I look for new. YouTube screwed up on the chat, like mods not being able to post URLs have been going on for like a month. Wow, okay. So, let me try this. So Johnny, you are now my first moderator on here. Can you highlight me and test if that works? So it's the start of a new year, or basically the end. Glenn says, stop dicking around and cut those stupid boxes. Anyway, it's the start of a new year, and I have selected some new IP cameras to test. This is a Reolink RLC-820A I bought myself, and I've heard the Hookup, Rob from the Hookup, he did a review on several 8 megapixel cameras recently. And he's, well, he was very, very happy with this camera, and I think it won the test. And I have the power. Yes, you do, Johnny. Yeah, so this is one of the cameras I want to test this year in regards to testing some new 8 megapixel cameras. And yes, it does, Johnny. I see it. Interesting. Well, I can't make you all moderators. That would be going a bit too far. So, a second box which says CCTV camera in blurry text. Come on, camera. I'm going to start slapping you soon. Let's see what's in here. How does this open? Are those Reolink cameras with PoE? Yes, they should be, yes. So PoE and OnViv RTSP, 8 megapixels. Otherwise I wouldn't buy it because I'm going to be using it on my own NVR, not a Reolink NVR. So I guess Super Chat's not that important anymore. Did I miss his Super Chat? Sorry about that. Poulsen! I am sorry. This is the right way. Well, no, I'm going to say this is a way. And I thank you very much for your 50 Denmark kroner, I think, maybe. Thanks very much. Yes, something is really broken. I think it's an intermittent problem. Nope, doesn't even pop up. Okay. Putting up my Reolink 810s so far on my to-do list. 820 has been released. Yeah, that's how things go, right? Don't slap cameras, only slap base. Yeah, of course. And slap the like button. Come on. Anyway, another 8 megapixel camera, or at least it should be. Full color 24/7 colorful monitoring with Sense active deterrence. I was especially wondering about this part because it has a red and blue LED in there and you can make it flash and do things. I have no clue. I was like, okay, I gotta have that. So this is 8 megapixel 2.8 millimeter lens, 4K. You can all read my serial number here because I'm streaming in way too high quality. Yeah. So that will be one of the cameras in the test. And there are going to be 2 other 8 megapixel cameras I'm going to look at. And I'm not sure I'm going to make a video review of all of them. We'll have to see how much time I get during the year. But yeah, if it was a spam problem, I would have had the opportunity to approve the post. Seems as it not. Yeah, they just don't show up whatsoever. No clue. Does it also make noise of a police car? I think it actually can. I mean, we're gonna... I saw that, I was like, what? Okay, I need to get this. Nice, I like people. I watched Davey504 too, slapping all the like buttons. Okay, 2 packages left. Oh wait, maybe I should link. No, I haven't reviewed the Reolink camera yet. Although it did really good on the hookups video. I'll wait until I have my own review about it. Although I do like his videos, so yeah. What about high available network for HA? Would be a single point of failure, maybe temporary backup ISP connection, something like LTE SIM card. Yeah, well, we can discuss that later. If you want person detection, you can't do that with NX Witness. Well, not with the normal NX Witness base, but you can actually extend on it with NX Meta if you want to. But yeah. So, connector to receiver. Yes. I am the receiver. Okay, let's cut my taping here. I secretly already looked inside of this box. I'm sorry. This box is for the continuation of one of my projects or live streams I did earlier. Because I did a live stream, my first water cooling. And that was, as always, a giant shit show. And, well, the result of that live stream was me ordering more parts. I mean, yeah, what else should you do, right? So, this is a box filled with more stuff from Barrow. And let's quickly take a look at that. Because this is basically what I was missing last time. And it's a reservoir. Because then you have a place where the air can gather instead of being pumped through the loop. Let's quickly go through the items. I have some mounting brackets here for mounting stuff like a radiator or a pump in a let me see, in a 120 millimeter position. So it's just a bracket. And, well, there's more brackets. More brackets. And then there's this box. And it's actually heavier than I was expecting the first time. And this is for my new loop. it's a CPU water cooling block. So instead of the all-in-one integrated unit, I'm going for a discrete water, discrete block and pump res combo. So pump reservoir combo. And this is a Barrow block, which has a pretty large surface area, so I hope it's going to do well for AM4, because I'm running a Ryzen 5950X now. And all in all, I think it's a pretty stylish block with the brushed aluminium finish. You know, in, out. And I've been debating if I want to do that on stream again or just do it off stream. Would you guys like another My First Water Cooling Part 2 video? Let me know, because then I'll consider it. Let's put this back in the box real quick. I can't see the chat right now, so as soon as I can look, I'll know my answer if people like me stumbling around on stream or not. I have a sneaking suspicion you guys do. Okay, well, let's take a look at this bigger box here. I hope the top cam is going to last for a little while still. Whoa, this is a heavy boy. Because this is my new reservoir and pump combination. So it's called a Barrow Boxfish, as you can see here. And it has a reservoir part and then a D5 pump, which is PWM controllable, on the bottom already. And I'm planning to attach this in my O11 Dynamic to some fan brackets. That's why I got the brackets. Some fan positions. And, well, this should have more than enough room to vent the air that is in the loop, basically. So prevent the problems we had before. And then I was like, okay, well, if I'm not going to use the all-in-one unit, I should just get a separate CPU block and stuff like that. And I can use the all-in-one unit in my streaming PC, which I'm also still building because, well, the RAM I had for that streaming PC died, so that's taking a little bit longer. It's getting RMA'd and should be replaced soon. Okay. Now there's one box in this box left. There's some small stuff here. Okay, let's get this out of the way. Oh, I'm strangling myself here. On stream, please. Yeah, YouTube's still broken. Yeah, same with Dr. Z's. Okay. Built my first 70. Okay, no good GPU yet. Sure, stream. Please, involves you flooding your room. Yes, water and electricity do not mix. We'll see. What did the all-in-one pump thingy cost? I don't remember. I'll post some links in a minute. Hold on. Yeah, Barrow. The quality of the stuff is good. I just didn't know enough of what I was doing before. But that's not the fault of the hardware. So this is another reservoir, but a bigger one. Yep. So another reservoir, and this one comes with a mounting clip holder thingy. Or a few of them, actually. Yep. So I just wanted to have options because, well, the first time I did this, absolutely not having a reservoir was my issue. And, well, now I have some reservoirs. So let's take a look at the last things in the box. Oh, we'll take a look at that one. Yes. And I also got some measurement plugs. These are tiny little temperature probes that you can actually plug into most motherboards so that you can directly measure the temperature of the loop instead of your CPU and GPU temperature, although I'm starting out with my CPU only. Yes, I paid all this from Aliexpress, and so far I don't think I had any customs on these. Maybe the clue is just flooding them with packages going to your address, and then at some point they just give up checking, I guess. I get taxed on some of it. Yeah, but this measures directly in the loop, so you can regulate the pump speed and stuff like that with the actual temperature of the loop and not so much the CPU. And the loop should vary a lot less fast, so you can regulate it better. That's the idea. And these are only $4 or $5. So let me check the Barrow listing here. I'll look up the all-in-one version and the boxfish. So let me get this link real quick. Here it is in the chat. So this was the all-in-one unit I used before. I got it for AMD, and I got the normal version, not OLED, and it's about $100. But it has a very tiny reservoir, and I advise you get another reservoir with it to bleed the system at least. And then it has the pump and everything combined, and the CPU block combined into a single unit. And the quality is good. It's just very hard to bleed the loop, especially if you're not familiar with it. And that was my problem. So yeah. So now for the boxfish. And this is the new reservoir I got with the D5 pump installed. So it's 18 watt PWM volt. I can't speak anymore. These things take too long. It's an 18 watt PWM D5 pump that's integrated into the block. And since I have a silver case, I think I got the black version. I'm not sure which. Yeah. So I'm hoping that will upgrade my game, basically, give me the reservoir I needed to be able to bleed the system properly. And yeah, this has just now become a full-on custom loop instead of the cost-effective all-in-one unit, which turned out very hard to bleed. So, yeah. Okay, there is... Where are you from, Inter? I am from the Netherlands. It is time for a drink, because my voice is starting to give out. There's one package left, and then we'll do some Q&A, and finally, for those waiting, look at those Ethernet modules. And I wasn't sure if I wanted to show you because they're still very pre-production prototype, but they're working. But there's some stuff I'm working on, and you know, don't like sharing too soon. You want to see my drink? Yes. So I am drinking Lipton iced tea zero, because I am diabetic since a few years, turns out. You know, 100% the taste, zero sugar. No, zero sugar, 98% the taste, but it's okay. Yes, sparkling iced tea. Only in Netherlands, really? You don't have sparkling iced tea? What? What am I going to drink? It's good. I like it. Okay, I made a mess of this part of the disc. But I need to reach the last package. Captain, we must make it to the last package. Oh no! There is a second last package. Let's just dump this here. Because the last package is also the biggest package. I have no idea how they managed to ship this, but they did. And this is, of course, for an upcoming live stream, I think. And this is needed for that. Well, we'll take a look at this first. There was someone on my Discord, and I completely forgot the name, who did a really cool project of converting a pre-built lamp with some LED strips. And, well, these are DC power sockets you can make into a housing. And I'll put those to the side because there is this guy. And, I mean, look at it. It's ginormous. And it's all styrofoam, too. So, I need to see how this opens even. Fragile. Okay. Okay. Where is the... Where does it open? I mean, they used at least 5 rolls of tapes on this one. It's like if you ask a Chinese guy, do you need a box to ship it? He's like, no, I got a roll of tape. What do you mean? Box? Why would you ship it in a box? I've got rolls of tape. Tape's cheap. Just roll it in the tape. I'm just gonna cut into the tape. We don't need boxes. Who ships stuff in boxes? Just use tape, man. Use more tape. Use all the tape. Oh no, this is gonna be such a mess. Ah! Okay, I need to get the heavier tools. There we go. Still cutting away here, sorry. Okay. Oh, yes, I cut a hole into it. And at one point I was watching Dr. Z's and he talked about we have to do a LED project. I need to talk softer now. A LED project for Valentine's. I was like, interesting. And then I remembered the project one of my guys on the Discord server did, where he converted a Chinese-built a Chinese-built lamp to WLED with custom, addressable LEDs. And I was like, interesting. Could we combine that? Wow. Okay, that's a lot of packaging for... where do I even leave this? Anyway, I'm completely covered. This is a heart-shaped lamp. And I thought, like, okay. Let's see if we can convert that into blurry mess. Into a WLED-powered heart-shaped light for Valentine. And I ordered two. I ordered 2 types. This one is the one that arrived first. I'm still waiting on the other one, actually. Oh no. What did I do? Okay. Yeah. I'll show it over here, too. So, a heart-shaped light that has LED strip. Oh, it already has LED strip inside of it. We can turn it on. I mean, we can turn it on. It has a little zip tie. But of course, the coolest thing would be to have addressable LEDs in here. Let's hope your girlfriend isn't watching the stream. Yeah, I don't think she is. Shh! You guys have to keep quiet. Don't tell her. Okay. Okay, didn't explode yet. Let's turn it on. Oh, wow. Oh, it's bright. That is pretty cool. But how cool would it be if there was like addressable LEDs and you could make all kinds of patterns going in here and stuff like that? Right? Hope Sandra isn't watching the stream. I don't think she is. She was watching TV and... shh! Don't tell her. Don't tell her. It's yeah, so as a product, I'll look it up right now. It's pretty good, actually. It's not high quality light, as you can see by the yellow sheen everywhere and the green blah. Let's see, search Oh, there it is. Oh, it won't let me promote the light. That's too bad. Okay, well this link should work. That's not an affiliate link because it won't allow me to do that. Now I don't believe this light is cheap. Let's see here. So I got the heart shape EU in warm white, I think. Yeah, it's $44 and then $9.57 shipped. So it's a good 50 bucks. And I paid $38 in total because, you know, I tried to get everything on sale. So I paid about 42 bucks on sale. So yeah, it's not cheap, but it's it looks nice. Is this metal or plastic? Yeah, it might actually be a metal base, and it has a good field pad on the back. So we might need to replace this cable, or we might just drill an extra hole for those sockets I just showed you. Those power sockets. And then I think I'm just gonna put a QuinLED Dig Uno inside with a wireless antenna we just got. And then the wireless antenna can be on the back here, for instance. Or you can point it up. Yeah, that could look pretty neat. So then it'll have perfect reception, and we can make this thing addressable LED controlled. I might even put the 332 LEDs per meter LED strip in here. That'd be interesting. Is that an idea? Is that a good idea? Putting the 332 LEDs per meter strip in here? That'd be cool. Hope you will get it open. Yeah, so too. $36 and free shipping. Yeah, prices for everyone's very different. Some say, why is that so expensive? And I'm like, it's $5. But then for them it's like 20 bucks. It's really weird. You have to order the white antenna for that. That's a good point. I'll look into that. Is the stand big enough for a Dig Uno? I still don't remember the guy from Discord, but he said it was, because he built one in there. So, I think so. If you look at it, yeah, that could fit, I think. So, now where do I leave this? I guess I could put it back in the box. Okay, let's de-orange yellowify my... Jesus, they used crappy LEDs face in here. Didn't you say didn't you say she said you have to do something with it? What? I don't know. Well, who is talking in Chinese? Or Japanese, or what is it? That's Chinese, I think. It was Arne Debris. Okay, cool. Oh, man, sorry about nicknames. Cool. Well, credits to him, because he definitely gave me the idea. With the 360 LED strip. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That could be cool. Okay, that's almost back in the box, I think. I was about to say that your girlfriend's behind you, but it would be a bad joke. Okay. It's okay. For the Home Assistant users, please update security reasons. Yes, that's a good point. I did a few days ago. Okay, I guess I could just leave it somewhere like this. And, well, I have to retape it. Let's retape it. Because, I think it'd be a good live stream where we tackle the project of upgrading this lamp together. What do you guys think? Would that be a fun live stream? Internal power supply? No, I'd use a external 5-volt brick. Today, new update. Okay. For Home Assistant, I think you mean. So let me just tape this up, and then you guys get to finally look, oh no, at the new Oh, today again. Okay. Wow. Okay, well, I'll look at it later. But then we'll take a look at the ESP32 antenna and ESP32 Ethernet for the first time. We'll call it the unveiling. Man, the whole desk is full of styrofoam crap. Ugh. Okay. Okay, well, you guys can't really see, but you'll have to forgive all the styrofoam, please. Holy shit. I really didn't know a better way of unboxing that, sorry. Okay. I hope your present is not taken to your... The what? The girlfriend to a soccer match? No. You never unpacked a big box of duct tape on QuinBoxed. No, this is actually when I was still allowed to go to the Bouwmarkt or the local handy shop. This is called OK Tape. And yeah, it's fitting to the name. It's pretty okay. It's meh. It's okay. So, let's see how many people are watching. 216, 225. Oh, wow. Okay. Didn't expect that. Let's zoom in. Nope, that's the wrong way. So, as I've been showing, there is the QuinLED custom ESP32, and it will come with, where's the other one? Hold on, I need to get something. I do not see it. Of course, I have just been putting all kinds of crap on my desk. Let's get it. Okay, there we go. So, the custom ESP32 for the QuinLED boards. And I'm hoping as soon as the test run is successful. That tape is total shit. It sticks to everything, so good for packaging. Yeah, exactly, but it was the cheapest thing I could find, and I just need it for hiding my addresses. So yeah. So, custom ESP32, we're currently at the manufacturer doing a batch of the first ones of the antenna versions, and then I'll be able to sell those as a sort of beta batch, something, whatever you want to call it, for people who are interested in the stuff and who don't mind trying it out. I've done all my testing, and that's worked perfectly well, but I'd like to test it in the field first before switching fully to these new modules, because we'll be switching to this one, which has a little board antenna on there, and then this one, which has a external antenna, so when you order a Dig Uno or a Dig Quad, or maybe a future analog board too, you can order it with either a board antenna or an external antenna. And that should make range and stuff like that a bit better. Can I have that one in blue or orange? I don't know. Are yours using USB-C type of plug? Yes, they are USB-C, because I was like, micro USB is not of this time and day anymore. And I actually am preparing a page. We can share more about it because this will be released soon. Let me look at that page. That page isn't complete yet. Oh, I think I put pricing on there. Let me see. Let me see real quick. Hold on. Let's see here. Let's go to here. So this is a pre-production website page even. You can send me some and I'll tell you what you want to tell me what you want tested. Well, yeah, shut up, take my money. Again, you should produce nice enclosure for your board. People will pay. I've been thinking about that. The international store has the acrylic cases you can use. But so, I'm using the ESP32. So basically differences between the current mini 32s you see out there, the D1 minis and stuff like that. ESP32 W Room 32, module version E. And the E version has a newer model chip, which has some enhanced Wi-Fi stability and security versus previous versions, and it also has some lower power usage actually. So we'll be getting that. I have built my own capacitor network on the board to get some better stability for the ESP32, especially on USB. And then we have USB-C port, because I don't know who still releases stuff with micro USB, but I wouldn't. There's a USB ESD protection chip on there, and there's backfeed protection right on the module itself, instead of relying on the board to do that. So, yeah. I got the case from the International. Yeah, the worldwide store has an acrylic case, and that's actually pretty nice. Yes, Mach 12345. This is basically a development board like the Node MCU or the D1 Mini or other form factors, but it's compatible with the D1 Mini and the Mini 32 form factor. So continuing, it has some P2C fuse protection on board, so that if you try to run too much current to it, it'll actually block that and shut down until you stop providing too much current, and then it'll start up again to protect the board. And so you cannot power LED strips right from the pins on the board. You should never do that, but okay. It has a very strong 800 milliamps linear converter, so you can run some more stuff off the board if you want to. It has a USB to serial chip on the board itself. I used an enhanced custom pinout, so it's still compatible with the original D1 Mini 32, but I've added some pins for ground 3.3 volt and fused 5 volt pins, so that goes through that PTC fuse. And it's not 4x10 pins, because 4 of those pins were useless because they were connected to internal flash anyway. So it's 4x9 pins, but will still fit in the same spaces. And then, well, it's very small form factor, basically the same as a Mini 32, and it'll fit on a QuinLED Dig Uno and a QuinLED Dig Quad. And then it has a very dim power LED, because, I mean, why do some products have LEDs on there that can light up your room? I just want to see if it's on. I don't have to be blinded by it. MikroTik does this too. They're just too damn bright, those LEDs. So this one has a very nice orange, very dim LED, and you can see that it's on, and that's basically it. Very dim power LED, best feature, right? I mean, why do people do that? So yeah, this is a little preview, and in the end there will be 3 versions. The antenna board version, like I just showed, the antenna external version, and then the, well, this naming isn't final yet, but the antenna board, actually this should be, the board antenna version with an ESP32 top hat, basically. And, well, let's go back to here. Let's see what everyone's saying. What about ESP32 S2 and S3? I am currently, well, I'll look into those, and I'm thinking about doing stuff with those, but those are not yet code compatible with everything out there. So you wouldn't be able to run WLED and stuff like that on there, because, well, the Arduino IDE, if available at all, isn't available fully yet. So that's probably going to take another half a year to a year to be able to run that code well. Also, most of the ESPs introduced actually have less features and are meant to be cheaper than to be a replacement for the big bad ESP32 that they already had. So like the C3, I believe, or yeah, that's basically, and the S2, those are basically meant to replace the ESP8266, not so much the ESP32. For instance, what they don't have, and the ESP32 does have, is LAN capabilities. So this is one of my custom ESP32 boards with a board stack on top of that, and it'll only work with my custom boards because I'm using some of my custom pinout with an Ethernet chip. Yeah, exactly, Johnny. ESP32 S2 has been out for quite a while, but platform support in any meaningful way whatsoever still isn't there yet. So most of the software you'd want to run will not run on them. So, I mean, they're not bad boards, but been lurking all stream, but can't hold my enthusiasm anymore. Wow, I like it. Nice, thanks. Please confirm, are you saying you will be able to purchase your custom ESP32 with Ethernet separately to upgrade an existing DIG quad and DIG Uno? Yes, you will be able to. There will be limitations, but yes, you will be able to. Because this just plugs into here. Let me brighten that up a little bit. Nope. I can't brighten it up. Okay. So yeah, this is basically, and you won't be able to buy this separately. You'll these will all be pre-assembled, of course. You'll be able to buy this one, or well, this one, but then with the Ethernet module stacked on top. I will not be selling the Ethernet module only because of the pinout and how stuff works. Fuck what? F Wi-Fi. My DIG Uno still isn't working over Wi-Fi. I just want a DIG quad. DIG quads will be in stock soon. Last time you said the new boards aren't DIY anymore. What? What? No, they are DIY. I mean, these will not be DIY because, well, there's 04, 02 components on there and stuff like that. I will not subject people at home to do that. Can you use Ethernet and Wi-Fi at the same time? No, I do not believe the ESP supports that. So I have another example here, but this will also show some more stuff. But that is very beta prototype, not ready, not working, etc. But here it is on a DIG quad. And basically it's just, you know, you can take your DIG Uno or DIG quad, plug it on top, plug in the Ethernet, and done. You now have Ethernet enabled WLED or ESP Home. Or if you want to use your own boards or pins or whatever, you can just buy the ESP32 Ethernet version as I'll be selling it, or the QuinLED ESP32, and then you can use the, as you can see, the pinouts on the back. You can use these pins to connect to your own projects. Yeah, it kind of looks like a triple hamburger. I mean, this is still DIY stuff. You have to remember that. This, I wouldn't design this as a product from the get-go, but because this is for the DIY community and I want them to be able to build, well, the DIG Uno and the DIG quads themselves, this is kind of the solution I came up with. And, well, I can tell you, these prototypes are now working fully. And there's still some more work to be done. But I've been testing with a DIG quad and E131, for instance, using X-Lights. And I was able to push like 1200 pixels with a 10-15 megabits stream of just pure LED data at the fastest frame rate it could take without a single hitch. Wasn't meant negatively. Okay, yeah. Who doesn't like triple hamburgers? Pricing 5 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20. I'll have to see once I'm able to produce the batches because, yeah, we haven't finalized that yet. So it depends on cost and scaling and all kinds of other factors. So, but yeah, Tom Porter, thanks for what you do, Quindor. All bod on Discord. Oh, cool. Thank you. Thank you very much. Does the Ethernet work out of the box? Yes, it does. It's supported in, and I've tested it already with ESP Home and with WLED. You'll need to flash a Ethernet version of WLED, but that is in the official software already, and you can just download the binary that will work with that. I need this now! Well, you cannot have it now, but you will be able to have it soon, like in 2 or 3 months, I hope. But yeah, that's one of the things I've been so busy with for the past weeks is designing this board. And as you can see here, you do not want to do that DIY either. Please design the port to be flush to the side of the board. Yes. No. I will not. That would not make sense in the whole stacking design. So, no. Let's plug it back on here. Once it's in there, it's actually more stable than I thought it would be. So even if an Ethernet cable is in there, well, of course, I recommend screwing down the board. But it's actually, yeah, it's actually pretty sturdy. And if people are paying attention, this DIG quad might also look slightly different than the DIG quad you're used to. And I'm still working on this, and I hope to be able to release this at the same time, but currently it's not working exactly like I want it to. So this is not yet confirmed. Let's call it that. But let's see what it says here. What does it say here? Can anybody tell what it says here? Huh. What does that mean? Can anybody read that? Well, you can build a case and then just have this stick out the top. No jumpers. That is right. Put it in. Okay, this still needs some work. That will be worked out before you guys get it. Anyway, exactly. No jumpers. 5 volt 24 volts in main and 5 volt 24 volts for 5 volt EXT. So I've been designing a new circuit. And this isn't fully working yet, so it still has, I still have some more stuff to do. And this will be pre-assembled only, not DIY, because again, I'm not going to subject you to doing that DIY. But this should be a completely auto-sensing DIG quad, taking anything from 5 volt to 24 volt in, and powering the whole board and the LEDs. Automatically. And if you connect 5 volt EXT, that will automatically overrule the input port and switch to that, so you can switch off the main power supply if you want to. With Ethernet. I mean, I've been working on a lot of stuff. Yes, this will be QuinLED DIG Quad version 2. Now, this is really getting ahead of things. This isn't fully working yet. This isn't done yet. And I'm hoping to release it soon. The batch will release next week, and it's already partly available on the worldwide. It's still the current DIG Quad, which is working fine. But yes, I'm hoping to make a version 2 and be able to offer that to you guys in a few months. No, you don't want to try this DIY, trust me. Unless you have a nice microscope. Hey, it's Dr. Z's and Al Jeffcoat with $10. Thank you for the $10 for the news. I mean, that's cool. Hey, Doc, I was just, I've shown it off to Doc. I mean, come on. I was just showing off the Ethernet upgrade part we're looking at. So let me put it on a Dig Uno. There we go. So yeah, Dig Uno with an Ethernet stack. And this will work on current Dig Unos and Dig Quads with some limitations. And once I have everything figured out, I'll make a dedicated video about that and an information webpage. But I am trying to make everything work with current versions too, so you can just get an upgrade and plug in Ethernet. We have a vergrootglas at the space, yeah. I can finally stop keeping the secret, right? Sorry about that. They had even more tiny components, yeah. NDA's over. Richard Kress, here's a super chat for the Ethernet Dig Quad sneak peek. Oh, Rick Sound. Ah, nice. You've been very active recently. Nice. Thank you very much. Great work. Well, Ethernet is already working, and I'm just refining it. I also showed off this new Dig Quad, which says no jumpers needed. That is even further in the future, and it's not working correctly yet. But I'm working hard at that. And I'm just trying to explain why there haven't been too many videos lately. Because, yeah, I've been hard at work at making all this work. Is this the end of DIY? No. Nothing is leaving DIY. This is a feature that will be on the version 2 of the Dig Quad for the pre-assembled. But there will be a version 2 for the DIY. It will just not have this feature. And I'm kind of making a shift in that, because before I kept the features between the DIY and the pre-assembled 100% the same. But I was like, but if I can offer more features on the pre-assembled, which is just impossible on the DIY, maybe I should. So that's what I'm going to try. You know, the versions are going to be slightly different. The DIY version will still just have the jumpers and stuff like that. But then again, if you're building them DIY, I think that's less of a problem than people who don't know how to do this or how any of this works, making them work with jumpers and stuff like that. So DIY is going nowhere. My heart lies in DIY. I mean, I love doing DIY stuff. So I'm still going to produce DIY boards, and there will be DIY updates. Just some stuff, like I'm not going to make you DIY build this Ethernet module or this auto sensing circuit or something like that. But those will be available pre-assembled. That's basically the idea. And I mean, the boards, if you build this one DIY, the DIY version then, and you want to use a normal Mini 32 instead of the QuinLED Mini 32, that'll still work. That's no problem. So, I mean, that's why I've been doing a lot of work to build a complete matrix and make it all work together. So yeah, is the Dig Uno getting the new jumper, no jumper tech? No, it is not. The problem is, oh wow, wait, ACZ G-Man, Andy, please remember this donation when you dispatch your first wave of external antenna ESP32s. Thanks. By the way, Philip FVDB also needs one. Yeah, I bet he does. Oh man, hold on. Hey, Twilight Lord, $5. Thank you so much for the component replacement inspiration plus more. What? Component placement inspiration plus more in my little science experience. Very good. And appreciate the advice. Okay, I think this was Discord. People, you're just trying to keep me streaming longer again. Philip, you already donated before. Great work. Looking forward to your future products. Surely I'll be in the race for the first batch. ECZ G-Man needs one too. Oh man. Okay, so I've been working on this for about 2 months now, non-stop. And it's kind of burning me out, but yeah, I want to get this all finished as soon as I can so that these new versions will be available. As said, this Dig Quad still needs more work. The current version does a lot of the things I wanted to do, but not completely yet. These will be available soon, maybe as soon as next week, with a first test batch of 100 for the antenna version. And then these will follow somewhere in the next months, where you can get an ESP32 version with a Ethernet board on top, so you can upgrade to Ethernet for WLED or ESP Home or your own projects or whatever you want to do. Here we go, I'm using as normal as usual. But 24 volts more future thinking, right? Also, there are no 24 volt digitally addressable LED strips. There are 24 volt digitally addressable LED strips. They're just very uncommon because they are per 6 addressable instead of per 3 for 12 volts, for instance. But if I'm making a version 2 change, I'm wanting to incorporate that change. There's more changes incorporated into this board. So That's why I'm making this one and the Dig Uno 24 volt compatible while doing a version jump. I wish there were DIY kits available. I always miss just one component that takes 5 weeks to get over here when ordered. I get that, and I keep looking into that, and I'm not saying no forever, but if a kit is only like $2 or $3 cheaper than a pre-assembled version, at some point it doesn't make sense. And I understand the joy of building it, but I wish I could offer a kit for like half the price of a pre-assembled version. Then it makes sense. So, yeah, I'm still looking into that, and maybe more this year. As I said, I'm not ready to fully share it yet, but there will be announcements, hopefully. We're still working it out, regarding getting more time to do this stuff on YouTube. But that's all I'm going to say about that. Is there a way to protect Deca with some fuses? Yes, use external fuses on the positive lines going out to the LED strips. There is a fusing article on QuinLED.info. Check that, and I have some examples in there. Is that RJ45 hat going to work on a QuinLED Dig Uno version 2 revision 5? Yes, it should. So, just for that question, because I've been getting a lot of that, if you go to QuinLED.info, I changed the front page. And these analog LEDs, digitally adjustable LED, QuinLED boards, etc., these are sections. So if you click the picture, for instance, you see the Quad, the Deca Plus, which, well, it has been postponed indefinitely for now because I'm working on something new. And, for instance, here is the fusing article. And there I go over fuses. Here's one of the boards I'm running at home with some external fuse holders. And then I show you how to do the fusing and where to do that fusing. And for these, or for instance for these. So the main thing I wanted to show you is that QuinLED.info, if you get to the front page, these are all clickable sections. So for instance for the Dig Uno, you go to the digitally addressable LEDs. And then you go to the Dig Uno. And then you can see all the information about the Dig Uno. Or you can order a pre-assembled version from Worldwide, Dr. Z's, or X-Geeks in Canada. And there's the hardware guide if you want to build one yourself. Adding 24-volt compatibility for the current version. External antenna, although that didn't work out too well, so I'd wait for my custom version. Any analog LED board work? Yeah, my analog LED boards work. All the lights you are seeing here are controlled by those. So, just tuned in again. What is the board on the left? PoE power for the Dig Uno? No PoE, but Ethernet. Yes. You also showed an inline fuse in a wire. Yeah, I'm not sure if I have those here. I don't think I have those on my tools. I might have to add them to my fuse page. Because these are all using these blocks with car style fuses. But you could use a fuse in a wire, that's fine. Yeah. I don't have them on my page, but yeah. Uh-oh. Aw. The top cam died. Yeah, it's been about 2 hours. I guess that makes sense. But now we have the cables to hook it up permanently. Oh, is he adding PoE? No, I'm not adding PoE. Maybe in some alternate reality stage 2, I'm so bored out of my mind I don't have anything else to do. I'll look into PoE. But for right now, Alimax has a PoE board made. Look into that. But if you want to drive LEDs with them, 10 LEDs maybe. So, yeah. Is the Ethernet hat another type of version compared to the version with the wireless connection? As in, should I change my software on the ESP for that? Yes. You need to change it to use the Ethernet port, basically. So, WLED and ESP Home both support it, but you need to set something in the config, and then you just flash it using USB-C, and then you can bring it online over Ethernet. Roberto Camarena, should I pack DIG Uno PCB board now, or should I wait to choose new one board on PCBWay? And which are the advantages between the order DIG Uno board? Well, these new versions aren't out yet. Dr. Z's, I got the Onimax PoE working with an ESP home sketch. Nice, yeah, that should work. But these new versions aren't out yet, and current versions DIG Uno and DIG Quad will be able to run the Ethernet hat, but with some limitations. So if you want to make sure you can run Ethernet, you will have to wait for the new versions, which will be coming in a few months. It's not really yet. But yeah, I'm not sure what you really mean. And are there any advantages between the other DIG Uno board? Well, the new revision of the DIG Uno and DIG Quad, which will be coming in a few months, mainly focus on Ethernet support. So on the old versions, it'll work and you'll be able to drive your LEDs. But for instance, the Q1 to Q4, the temperature sensor and stuff like that, those will not be able to work anymore. And on the new revision of the boards, those will work, and there are some other slight changes, but if you just want to drive LEDs, that should work fine. So it's not possible to use either one with certain software and just switch option inside of WLED. Maybe in the future, but currently no. Sound issues? No, it's me. Okay. You really need to stop teasing. Well, I've already been waiting months because I've been working on this for months now. So I thought it was finally time to show you guys why, well, the video content has decreased for right now because I'm day and night stuck in PCB designing software and building prototypes. I have a giant stack over here. Yeah. All the old DIG Uno and DIG Quad boards you've got will work if you want with the new ESP. Yeah, exactly. I've currently, as I said, there will be limitations, but generally those will not stand in the way of driving LEDs. There is one incompatibility I've noticed so far, which is a relatively easy fix if you can solder. But if you have a DIG Quad of the current generation and you want to run 12 volt, I'm still looking into it, but then the Ethernet hat might not work correctly. There is a fix for that. I'm working on it. I'm working that out and testing it. But yeah. All this talk about DIG Uno and DIG Quad made YouTube suggest excavator channels to me. What? We've been waiting for hours now. Well, you got to see them. I mean, my camera died, but they're still here. Let me try that. There they are. So yeah, new boards, Ethernet compatibility. And as I said, I've been testing X-Lights driving insane amount of LEDs through a DIG Quad. Worked perfectly. So, but yeah, there will be some limitations, but as I said, I'm trying to make these new features available on the current or older type boards. Or they're not old yet, they're current. But yeah. So, we've been going for about 2 hours and 6 minutes. I'm not going to do a 4-hour stream again. So let's give it another 4 minutes. Then, yeah, okay. It's 11. It's 13 past 11 now. Let's give it until 20 past 11, so 7 minutes. And then I'll end the stream for tonight. Any analog LED boards in the works as well? Yes, there is a single analog LED board I want to finish this year. It is not the Deca Plus that has been postponed for now, but everything I learned building and testing the Deca Plus will be integrated into that new board. It'll have some additional features and, if at all possible, it'll have Ethernet. So, stay tuned for that. Does the Ethernet hat also work on the DIG Quad? Yes, it works on the current DIG Quad, but using 12 volt on the current DIG Quad, I've run into some issues. Now, there is a pretty easy fix for that if you can solder, but I'm still working that out. Yeah, exactly. Like Dr. Z saying, the wireless board with the external antenna connector can already solve a lot of problems for a lot of people, and we will be selling those separately too. Yeah, I mean, those. I just talked to them about that, Dr. Z's. Those mini 32s, I mean. Just give it a few more months and I'll have half as many Wi-Fi devices as I currently do. Right? You're consolidating Node MCUs into DIG quads, and then you're hooking them up to Ethernet. So that's 4 devices gone. What is the speed of the Ethernet? 100 megabits full duplex. But that's plenty for any amount of LEDs you want to drive. No problems there. Can the Ethernet heads help to control a big LED show? Yes. That is mostly what those are for. If you want to just run some LEDs using WLED, you don't need Ethernet. That runs just fine over Wi-Fi. But if you want to do X lights and E131 or ArtNet and push lots of pixel data into there, or using FPP or something like that, the Ethernet connection certainly helps keeping all the timing correct and no skipped frames and overloaded Wi-Fi networks, etc. It's mainly for that purpose. Or, you know, if you really live in an area with sucky Wi-Fi, you can't fix it, well, that might be a solution for you too. Emil Bart is going to upgrade everything to Ethernet. Nice. So I have a question, but not a quad things. How did you learn all this stuff? Well, I'm an IT I'm an IT consultant by trade, and well, a need arose for LED controllers and dimmers that didn't exist, or at least not at the price point I wanted to have them, and that's when I started to learn and do this stuff. And well, it's been a lot of learning, but it's paying off. So mostly from the internet, a lot of reading, a lot of data sheets, a lot of well, I guess we could count this one, a lot of failed experiments, but then you figure out why it's not working, and then you fix it. And then while you're going, you learn how to do it the right way and do it better and make it better and better, and you know. My Deca should be on Ethernet too. Yeah, I'm not gonna make an Ethernet upgrade for the Deca. Sorry about that. A vehicle that runs on 100% biofuel and solar power. A horse. I'm not sure what this is about. The best tool to learn is motivation, right? That's absolutely true. That's actually how this YouTube channel got started too. And then you go from an ESP01 to an ESP32 on Ethernet in 3 years, right? Hey, if you've been following my journey, that's certainly true. Yeah. Oh, cam died again, sorry. But now I have the cables to fix that. This cable I needed. I needed exactly this cable. Because then... Oh, wait. Oh, ooh. Okay. I already had the dummy battery. So this is the dummy battery, right? That goes into the camera. And then this has an USB plug. But I already had 2 extensions linked together. Yeah, that wasn't great. So now I can link this one into here. And then put this on in the USB charger in the wall. And then the top cam should finally have permanent power. But I'll do that after the stream. What did you unbox? Well, you have to watch 2 hours. Sorry. Didn't you have issues with the dummy battery itself? No, not on this one. And this camera is already running on a dummy battery for a while now. So no, I haven't had issues with it yet. I just ordered a Dig Uno yesterday. How long do they typically take to ship? Are we talking US, Canada, or worldwide? Worldwide, I mean, yeah, no, yeah. One of those three? Short summary, I was doing import and killing of some old German people. I unboxed a 10 gigabit network card. I unboxed a secret Valentine's project. I unboxed 2 IP cameras. I unboxed some water cooling stuff. Yeah. So, stuff. But I'll go back and I'll timestamp the video for people watching after the live stream. Yeah, Dr. Z's, I mean, I kind of feel, well, not really, but I almost feel sorry for the guy, because I ship him like 1,000 Dig Unos, and then his website crashes as fast as people are trying to buy them, and then he has to ship all them. So, my heart is with you, Dr. Z's. Thank you very much for, well, giving them that service. Nate UK. Worldwide to UK was about 9 days. Yeah, worldwide's pretty good at shipping fast. Cool, I'll watch it later, don't worry. Okay. I just ordered last night and figured by the time I get the Dig Uno, I'll have burned my house down, so I'll be ready, I guess. What? All 1,000 are sold in 24 hours. Yeah, that's insane. Thank you guys so much for buying them. For me and Dr. Z's and my team at Worldwide, thank you so very much. It's really appreciated. Great live stream today. Thanks, Gwinder. Kevin Masterson. Oh, I went over time already. Oh no. Oh no, I keep doing that. Yeah, well, that's going to be it. As I already said, thank you very much for, buying our boards. That is very much appreciated. And thank you for watching again. As I said, video content might be limited for a little bit while I rush through this to get this all upgraded and to market. And, so you need, what? No, I don't need that money. Yeah, I'll be back soon. Don't worry, the YouTube channel isn't going anywhere, but I currently have to focus on a lot of things at the same time. And I hope to have news about that in the future, but we'll talk about that some other time. So, thank you very much, and I'll catch you guys another time. Bye-bye.
There's a place I can trace every line of me. I can taste every inch of the space I step into. Am I free? Sometimes I feel like I'm floating. Sometimes I feel something deep down. I don't know if the knot's gonna give up or if I'll turn inside out. Watch me, I'm looking in the mirror. I see the black circles around me. Watch me, I'm looking in deep water. I feel the blue aura wrap around me. Silence, silence, please. I'm feeling happy. Silence, silence, please. It's time to arrive.